It's a terrifying image, grotesquely swollen lips, and it happened at a Botox party. 29-year-old Rachael Knappier first had Botox injected into her forehead. Then she had filler injected into her lips. Problem is, Rachael says the woman administering the procedures didn't have the proper training. 3 hours later, her lips blew up 3 times bigger than normal. So, what went wrong? We asked New York cosmetic surgeon Dr. Norman Rove.
That injection might have injured this artery, so now she had no blood supply to the lip. It can lead to swelling and excruciating pain, both of which she had.
Botox parties have become more and more popular over the years, giving women a place to get together with friends and have cosmetic procedures at the same time. But there is supposed to be a licensed doctor on hand, as there is at this party. As for Rachael, she rushed to the emergency room near her home in England, and doctors dissolved the filler in her lips. Here's what she looks like now, almost back to normal. While what happened to her is shocking, it also serves as a warning.
Botox and fillers are medications, and they should be injected by a medical professional.
My top lip was touching my nose, and it was then that I started to realise just how much pain I was in, that it felt like a burning, throbbing, pulsating feeling, and it was as if my lips were just seconds away from bursting.
Rachael Knappier is one of thousands of people in the UK who's had dermal filler injections, the cosmetic treatment which adds volume to the face. But for Rachael, the procedure she had at a friend's house by a beautician went terribly wrong.
The filler had been injected into an artery, and it's the artery that runs from the centre of your lip, sort of up here, so it was causing a mass blockage. Left untreated, that leads to necrosis, which is the death of the soft tissue on your lip. That's irreversible damage.
Rachael was able to find a clinic that could dissolve the filler and fix her lips. She's one of a growing number of people who've had fillers in the UK. Save Face runs a government-approved national register of accredited practitioners. The number of complaints they received in 2018 about botched fillers more than doubled compared to 2 years earlier. And in a survey for ITV News, we found that out of the practices who responded, the most common work they corrected were lip fillers. It made up almost 70% of all corrections. Almost half the work they corrected had been carried out by beauty therapists, but a quarter had been carried out by healthcare professionals like nurses and doctors. The British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons are calling for tighter regulation in who can perform injectable treatments.
Creams and masks, lotions and potions. These elixirs weren't enough for YouTube star Cassidy Valentine. When she looked in the mirror on the wall, she wanted to be transformed.
Oh my God.
Cassidy is a video blogger. She's dealt with depression and anxiety since her early teens, and during a difficult time last year thought having lip fillers would make her feel better.
Oh my God, no. While I was having the procedure done, I thought to myself, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I wish that I had spoken to someone before about what was going on, because I realised midway through that I was doing something really stupid that I didn't need to do. Honestly, I did feel like it would make me feel better, but it didn't. It didn't do anything, because it's up here that I needed to fix.
Until now, most of the concern about unregulated cosmetic treatments has focused on when they've gone wrong. And that's what happened to Cassidy, who needed her procedure corrected by doctors. But the NHS says practitioners also need to consider people's mental health.
Any practitioner, before they commence or even agree to undertake a procedure, should do a proper assessment of the person in front of them. What is it they're wanting to achieve? Have they had procedures before? What's their mood like? What is it they're hoping to gain?
The aim is to try and bring some regulation to an industry where few rules exist, where anyone can buy and inject fillers even if they've had no medical training.
But is this guidance really just preaching to the choir? It was agreed between the NHS and a voluntary group of registered cosmetic practitioners, many of whom already carry out mental health screening.
The UK aesthetics industry is worth billions, and with young people bombarded with picture-perfect images on social media, unscrupulous practitioners can make a huge profit by exploiting those who feel unhappy with who they are.